Good morning, ladies and gents. Our dog here. Welcome to the video. My apologies, no hunt this week. It is stupid cold here. It's up at the farm was minus 30 yesterday Celsius, which is ridiculous. Today's not as bad. It's about minus 25 up here. It's minus 20 in town, which means I can't hunt. The Nox stops working at about minus 10. So anyway, rather than no video, I thought I'd do a favorite finds video and go through some of the treasures. Not too long, but yeah, let's have some fun, look at the treasures from my last 4 years of detecting, and we'll give you a couple totals too. We'll start with this one. That is my clad total for 2023, $978.50. It's usually pretty close. The best year I ever had was COVID 2019. Government said everybody had to stay home, but you could still go to a park by yourself if you wanted to. So I spent that entire year. I hunted 3 times a week, at least. I was putting out a video every 3 days. I did 120 videos that year. And yeah, fired up my channel, made the best of it. But that year, with quite a bit more hunting, I was just over $1,200. So always happy with anything around $1,000. Those coins pay off. You can buy yourself a new detector or something every year with just the clad. So let's get on to some treasures. Just adjusting you guys here. I got you on the tripod here so I can use both my hands. All right, so this is most of the silver. This is not including silver coins, as well as the biggest of the silver rings. I'm kind of saving that for the end. But this, I think it's a little over 3 pounds. I mean, you got stones and stuff like that in there too, but I think I'm somewhere around 3 pounds of silver, not including silver coins, so just silver jewelry. So let's get on to some of the favorite. These are all rings here. I think there's close to 100 in there, or maybe more than 100. And then these are all chains, bracelets, lots of bangles, all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, tons of silver. All right, so probably my favorite and most expensive find out of all of the silver I have found, this one here is worth the most money. Hopefully you guys can see that. Tiffany & Co. It says 1937 or 1837 or something on there. This is an absolutely beautiful Tiffany bracelet. It's a lunker of silver too. I think it's 16 grams, I want to say, or something, maybe a little more of silver. But the thing that obviously gives it its value is the Tiffany. This was found in a mountain lake in a tiny little town of about, I don't know, 50 people. Little swim beach there that was 100 years old when it started, and this thing came out of the water completely black. So this is quite expensive. I've seen these go for anywhere from $500 to $800 on eBay. It does tarnish super quick because I think it's very good silver. So yeah, it's not antibacterial or whatever, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Then we got this one. We just found this one this year in Mexico, and that is silver. Obviously the clip is not silver, but really pretty piece of silver. This one is the weirdest silver for sure. That is hair in there. Some sort of, I don't know, memorial thing, but that's all hair, and it's all braided in there, all weird. And I don't know what the little red spot is there. Also weird. One of my favorites, this little pendant here, and I believe, I'm not sure, I think it's a Canadian dollar in there. Little tiny silver box, and I still haven't had the guts to pull the dollar out because I don't know if I'll ever get it back in there. And it could be more than $1 in there, I don't know, but I think it's $1 folded up, super tiny in there. Very cool. Huge bangle. This sucker is a monster. Sterling bangle. This one here, I think these two are competitors for the 2 oldest silver. I believe this one I found in Mexico. I could be wrong, but this is silver. I still haven't figured out what's underneath the glass, what kind of picture or something. I may decide to pry that off one day, but I just like it because it's so old and deteriorated. Really cool relic. And this one came out of the Outer Banks. If you watch my channel, you know one of my favorite old spots. It's a water spot. That is a money clip, and it is silver from end to end. And I left it kind of black. I cleaned it up a bit, Left it kind of black just so it shows its age. I think it's quite old. Yeah, really nice water find there. And let's get on to the big dog silver rings. All right, so these guys here are the biggest and also my favorite silver rings. This was this year I found two of these actually. That is a poison ring. It's got the little container. When I did this, I got drugs all over my hands. And yes, it was drugs. Some people said, oh, it's probably ashes, but it was drugs. You could smell it. It smelled like chemicals. And this is my favorite silver ring for sure. Also found this year with the black stones in there. Really pretty ring with the filigree enamel inside the filigree to make it stand out. Super cool. And these ones are all just big and huge. Oh, this one also is the Lord of the Rings ring in silver. They make this in gold, silver, platinum, and stainless, I believe. So I have two out of the four. I would love to find the platinum and the gold one. But yeah, that's the elvish writing on there, I guess it would be. And definitely the ugliest. Look at that one. That is super old. I don't even know what that stone is. It looks too green to be turquoise, but yeah, that rang up like a champ. And some other big lunkers. I think this is the biggest silver here. And that is it. Aside from all the silver coins, that is my total haul of silver right there. Let's get on to the gold. All right, everybody's favorite. It's definitely my favorite, finding gold. So this is all of the rings. All of the gold rings here. Not sure, I think these are 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, probably 60 gold rings total. These guys are kind of, as nice as they are, they're kind of the more regular ones. And then I lined up some of the better ones down here. We got the wedding set with the skull. That was found on Lover's Beach in Mexico, in Cabo. About the only thing I found on Lover's Beach. This is actually not gold. This is my 1 out of 2 platinum rings. Little platinum band, super heavy. This was a recent find. This was Mexico as well. This was Puerto Vallarta this year. Absolute monster. What is it, 17 grams? 17.9 grams or something like that. Absolutely beautiful. And that one there is just super cool with the hammered look. It's also very heavy. And I'll pick up the camera for this one here. Give guys a little, these are all kind of the nicest gem ones. Most of the gold rings, honestly, that I have found have been men's rings, interestingly enough. So men definitely lose more rings than women. Especially all the diamond ones. This one here on the end is obviously a lady's ring that's got baguette diamonds in it. And next to it is all men's rings up to here. Really pretty. This one's gorgeous. So many diamonds in this one, and they're actually decent sized diamonds. Have some value to them. Super pretty. It's got bands of white gold on that one. And probably my two favorite ladies' rings are these guys right here. Some diamonds and blue stones in that one. And this one here I think is quite old. Gold in the freshwater lakes tends to go that darker color when it sits there a while. Beautiful stone in this one. I don't know what it is, but absolutely gorgeous. This guy here on the end I believe is the heaviest men's ring. I think it was 12.8 or something like that. Important to know too, when I did my pull tab video digging 50 pull tabs, some people said digging pull tabs is a complete waste of time. I could not disagree more with that. That is a 14 right there. Was 100% sure it was a pull tab coming out of the river that I was in. And I don't know how many of these, probably I would say at least 10 out of these. And probably 10 of the nicer ones were pull tab numbers. So you are not wasting your time digging pull tabs. Not sure why this guy's down here, but that is also really pretty diamond ring. Another men's. Let's get on to the 2 best gold finds. All right, here's the 2 heroes of the video. This is all just extra scrap gold and stuff, some broken chains, and it's not all scrap. There's some really nice St. Christopher pendants and stuff in there too. I don't know how much that weighs. And the 2 heroes, this one is these are both 18K gold. This one is not marked. We believe it is from India. Both of these have been to a jeweler, a very good jeweler that I trust, and they put it in the molecular machine or whatever, and it tells you the exact gold amount. It also tells you what other metals are in there. So these are both, even though this one is not marked, which is common, from really good gold from India. So that is 18K, and that is 27 grams of 18K. And this one here I believe is 21 grams, don't quote me on that, but also 18K. I believe the pendant on there is 14K, but the bracelet itself is marked 18K. They're both marked actually. So yeah, that's definitely the heaviest. Just to give you an idea of retail value, I was shopping for somebody for Christmas, and I wanted to get her a gold chain, and I looked at most jewelry stores for a 3.5 gram 10K gold chain was between $600 and $800 for 3.5 grams. This thing is 27 grams of 18K. Scrap value is probably about 1,500 or around there on that one, but obviously you would never sell it as that. Jewelry is so overpriced in the stores, and yeah, so I don't even know what they would charge. That'd probably be $5,000 or $6,000, I'm sure, in a jewelry store. So anyway, yeah, those are the 2 top gold finds of the 4 years. All right, we can't forget the bling rings, of course. You love to hate them. So these are all mostly titanium, stuff like that. This is a heartbreaker here. That's a Cartier ripoff. If you find the Cartier ring that looks like that, with the proper symbol on it, it's worth a lot of money, again, because of the name. So yeah, these are all the bling rings. They're not all in there. I've got a bucket of bling rings, like literally a half an ice cream pail of bling rings. These are just the cooler ones that kind of stand out. Stainless steel, titanium, tungsten, all that fun stuff. I really like titanium rings with the colors that they can put in them. That's really pretty in my opinion. Not as many titanium as other ones, but oh, look at this. Here's another kick you in the face Cartier. That one even says Cartier. That is such a fugazi. This is a copy of, I believe they call it the lover's ring, and this is worth a small fortune if you find a legit one, but unfortunately this is a rip-off. Still cool to find though. So that is the blingers. All right, ladies and gents, that is the end of the video. Thank you for joining me. Sorry about no hunt this week. I'm really going to try and get a hunt in for next week. It's probably going to have to be a water hunt because the ground's going to be frozen for a while now. But yeah, we'll see how if warms up a bit. We'll get out and do another hunt. And before we go, we're going to go outside and do the only fun thing you can do when it's minus 25, and that's throw a bucket of hot water in the air. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video. Thank you all so much for joining me. See you on the next one. All right, here we go. I got you on the head mount. Hopefully you can see this. Boiling water. Woo! Let's do it again. I got an even bigger one ready. All right, here we go. This one's a bit bigger. Mazel tov. Awesome.